This is a girl half-made. A caravan park in France, the New Forest, Spain. Dad's own remedy for pain, cause words like divorce, they're tough, they stain. Tougher than the eclairs we'd eat on the journey there, me wondering for the next week who's gonna do my hair. He'd turn up ABBA, blaring through the speakers, didn't like them, couldn't tell him I was scared, it was a weakness. Truth is, I don't really like my dad. He's an arsehole, gets bad road rage, drives me fucking mad. Only reason I chose to go was the pretense of normality, but after 3 hours we'd worked our way through the formalities. How's acting? How's your friends? How's school? Yeah, everything's fine, Dad, everything's cool. Good to know. Right then, okay. Another week of this with nothing to say. He'd plan all these activities for us to do, even nicknamed us the Herdman Crew, 6 hours on a river in a fucking canoe. That camaraderie of the canoe, though, it was kept afloat on lies. In the evening we've been replaced with new allies, cause on the liquor Dad relies. 10 o'clock and there's 6 bottles by the kitchen sink. His last slur still etched in our brains like ink. Squat, you're lazy, you're a fucking shit, and don't get me started on your mother, she's a bitch. Dad's temperament, a super strength elastic band, snapped back into shape once it got out of hand. Kids, I love you. Honestly, I didn't mean it, said I'm sorry. All right, Dad, don't sweat it, I said don't worry. But I did worry, and I still do now. Let the memories shape me, which I shouldn't allow. Because of you, consider myself a girl half-made. Want to know which bits of me are you, but I'm afraid. Scared when instinctively I already know it's the flaws I ignore which I try to outgrow. Straightforward for most of us, Mum smiled Dad's intelligence. Only I was building myself and I had no evidence. In my formative years, Mum did a good job at construction, yet you had the power in under an hour for complete destruction. Of my solid bottom line, come parading in to redefine. I'm certain it wasn't intentional, but your hate for Mum, it made you delusional. Being porn for 15 years in your game of separation, now I seek unhealthy ways to receive some adoration. Can't handle my drink and I sometimes get mad. Is this because of or in spite of my dad? These questions, though, they belong to a mystic. No longer want to crack the code of a cryptic. So I'm discarding father-daughter ambiguity, a relationship that will never have continuity. Let's stop with birthday and Christmas cards, no obligations, with different patterns, different constellations. It must be difficult coming from a broken home. Not really, it's all I've ever known. And that's a label I refuse to let stick. The thing about having a cunt for a dad, it makes you thick-skinned. And we turned out all right, me and Scott. Not even 25, so I'll get a second shot. I'm re-establishing my bottom line, and I have a feeling I'm going to be just fine. As for Dad, he'll coast his way through life, won't remember how he hurt his kids and his wife. And when I'm 35, got a family, I might call him one night, say, Dad, I may be your daughter, but I got it right.